everybody. Welcome to Rock and Pop Mandolin, your site for learning classic rock songs on this wonderful little 8-stringed instrument. My name is Mike DeJong, and in this video, we're taking a look at a song that was, well, it was a hit twice. Back in the late 80s for Tracy Chapman, and then only recently, Luke Combs, a country artist, took it to #1 on the country charts. The song is called Fast Car by Tracy Chapman, and it's really fun. It's a really fun song to play on the mandolin with a bunch of open strings and such. I'll show you how to do that in this video coming up. But first, if you're new here, thanks very much for checking us out. But don't hesitate to hit that little red subscriber button on your lower right corner of your screen. That really helps this channel to continue to grow. And if you are a returning subscriber, there are plenty of things for you to check out as well. Way down in the description box, lots of things to help you get better as a mandolin player, including a link to my new Learn Rock and Pop Mandolin Lessons series, video lessons, 16 of them, that you can download and keep for yourself and go from intermediate or from beginner to intermediate player for a low cost of $29.99. Also down below, some affiliate links to Sweetwater and Amazon, as well as to Singular Sound, the makers of the Beat Buddy, the pedal that I used off the beginning with this video. And finally, down below, if you're looking for tab for this song or many, many other rock and pop mandolin tunes, go to my Patreon page. I've got dozens and dozens of tabs there for you now. Almost every song that you can think of, if you want to play it on the mandolin, there's tab for you over there on my Patreon page. But that's enough business. Let's get down to learning Fast Car by Tracy Chapman for mandolin here on RPM. All right, everyone, Fast Car is in the key of A, so we can start off with an A chord. And by the way, you don't have to capo this one on the mandolin like they do on the guitar. The key of A is the original key, and it works really nicely on the mando with some open strings, as I mentioned before. Here's the opening lick off that A chord. So I'm doing it really slowly there for you. One more time. Okay, so you see what I'm doing there? A little bit of a slide down and up on the neck, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So let's start off with this note here, which is a C sharp note, 6th fret of your G string, all right? And you're going right up to that next string, which is a D, half a tone above, right? So just like that. So 6th fret, D, 6, okay? And then you want to try to slide down to that A chord. So, all right, you want to try to do that. It takes a bit of practice to get it. And you don't want to chop off that second C sharp note, right? You don't want to go, right? You want to make sure that rings out like that. So I'm going, and then here, that's the 2nd fret of your D, and then 2nd fret of your G, all right? That A chord down there, second. So one more time slowly, and I guess I'm using my 2nd finger here. It doesn't really matter what finger you use, but for me, it's easier to slide down and form that A chord. Some people might be able to do this, right? If you want to make a bar chord down there with your 1st finger, I prefer to do it like this. Okay, so one more time. Okay, next you're going to slide up to the 6th fret, but in a second. First you go like this, so, and then you hit that high A note, A sounding, right? That A to the low A like that. And then you quickly slide up to the 6th fret of your D string and hit that A string open again. So one more time, just to explain it slowly. You see what I did there? So here, those are octaves, right? A, and then slide up to that 6th fret, which is a G sharp note on that A, open A string. So one more time. Right, and that goes through, well, that's most of the song, that riff right there. So one more time. Right, and then like that, okay? Now the 3rd time through, and a couple of times during the song, instead of going instead of doing this part, they go to this like this. I'll show you. So what's that? Well, that's your open A string, open A to 2, and then 6, open 6. So just like that. So one more time. And then back to... Okay, so the whole pattern through again from the beginning. Alright, so that is the main pattern played throughout most of the song. The only other part of the song is a chorus part that comes twice, I think, maybe 3 times in the tune. It goes... back to A. Okay, so what are all those chords flying by so quickly there? Well, you start off with this pattern, D to A, okay? And I'm just doing that cowboy D chord, 2nd fret here of your G string, open, open, and 2nd down there. I make my D chord a little bit different than most people do. I use the 2nd finger and the 3rd finger because for me it's easier to bring that into the A chord with just moving 1 finger. You can also do it like this. 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 1st finger, and 2nd finger there, like that, into the A chord, but I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so it's just, first part of the chorus is D to A, and the strumming is... So, like that. So down, up, down, right? Okay, then you're going to this chord and this chord. Okay, so that one there, that's an F sharp minor chord, all right? You've got the 6th fret here of your G, 4th fret of the D, open A, and 2nd fret of the E string. That's your F sharp. That's the root of this chord. Actually, the root is there as well. So F sharp minor chord, right? And then you're sliding down to an E chord, E major chord. 1st fret, 2nd, 2nd, open. Okay, so the pattern goes like this so far. D, A, F sharp minor, to E, and then you're going... So those are the same chords. Again, that's a D to F sharp minor to E, but it's just a little quicker. And when the vocals are going I, E, I, right, you're going... So just very quickly from the D to the F sharp minor to the E, okay? So... Okay, now you're on the E and you're just going D, E, A. Okay, so D, E, A. Then you're back into that part. Okay, so one more time, let's run right through the chorus. So, okay, so that's D to A, F sharp minor, E, D, F sharp minor, E, D, F sharp minor, E, D, E, and then A. Back to that part again. And that is it. That is Fast Car for you by Tracy Chapman. It does seem pretty simple, only a couple of parts, but it's a little tricky on the mandolin sliding back and forth, but if you work on it, I know you can get it. I did, and it's a lot of fun to play. So have fun with it, and thanks very much for tuning in. Again, don't forget to hit that little red subscriber button on the way out and check out all of the links down below in the description box. It really helps this channel to continue to grow and helps your mandolin playing as well. Thanks again for watching RPM.